Yes, students. So now I'm explaining you the theory part of final accounts. आज हम लोग वो theory part complete कर लेंगे and then we'll be starting with the practical questions. Students, as I told you, the majority of the topics in 12th standard is relating to partnership. So what is partnership? Let us understand that. Students, 11th standard में हम लोग ने जो topic सीखी थी, that was more relating to proprietorship. Proprietor means what? Single person doing a business. So single person if doing the business, students, he has certain limitations regarding to capital, पैसा लाने की limitations होंगी, limitations regarding to the time and efforts. Okay, एक particular hours तक ही वो काम कर सकेगा, 12 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours, but not continuous on a continuous basis. It's difficult. Okay, skills की limitation होती है. I'm very good at accounts, but I may not be good at maths. I may not be good at Hindi. Okay, तो certain हर एक individual की एक limitations होगी. Okay, so due to this, all these limitations, to overcome all these limitations, partnership form of business was started. So what do you mean by partnership form of business? When two or more person coming together, doing a business for a particular purpose, okay, and with an intention to earn profit. Doing a lawful business and with an intention to earn profit is what we call as partnership. दो या दो से ज्यादा लोग आकर मिलकर काम करते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं partnership. Okay, so हमारे जो topics है basically relating to partnership, that is we are understanding the concept of partnership. अभी PDF file में everything is given to you. Okay, it's a very much self-explanatory. You can read also. Then too, I am explaining you the points which you should remember. Okay, so जब भी आप पढ़ते हो वो point पर आप आओ तो आपको और अच्छी तरीके से समझ में आ जाए. And again, if you have any queries, we can sort it out. Okay, so let us begin, students. So as I told you, I have explained you the definition and the meaning of partnership. Now there are certain features of main partnership form of business. सबसे पहले partnership में one of the important feature is the agreement. Single person doing the business, there is no making such a agreement, but in partnership it is better that you have a written agreement. क्योंकि orally क्या होता है students, whenever the things are oral it becomes difficult. क्योंकि कैसा होता है, when we start something everything is very good, very fine, okay, but later on slowly gradually when the things become difficult, then if it is written it's better. क्योंकि कल उठकर if you take the particular case into a court, कानून सबूत मांगता है, proof मांगता है. Okay, so for that you require a proof. There should be a certain agreement on that. So it's better that you have an agreement. If there is no agreement prepared by the partnership firm, then partnership deed applies there. Okay, so Partnership Act of 1932 applies it. Okay, this agreement is what generally we call as partnership deed only. When the partnership deed is absent, then Partnership Act 1932 applies there. Second is very very important, registration of your partnership form of business. Partnership form of business comes under Partnership Act 1932. Okay, in that every partnership business it's better to do registration, whereas registration in partnership is voluntary. Only in Maharashtra it is compulsory. Okay, whereas the other parts of the country, okay, it's voluntary. It may or may not, partner has a choice of that, but it's always better that you register yourself. Okay, but in Maharashtra it is very much compulsory. You have to register your business, okay, to be on a safer side. Lawful business, every business has to do some lawful kind of business. Illegal type of business are not allowed from the government point of view. So you can't do smuggling business, okay, gambling business, that is not allowed as per the government. So it should be a lawful business. So that is very very important. Next, the thing comes here, students, that is membership. How many members can be there in partnership? Minimum 2. And now as per the revised act, it has been said that 50 members are allowed. It's given in the book. Minimum 2 and maximum 50. But it is always said na, more cooks spoil the soup. ज़्यादा लोग आएंगे, ज़्यादा दिमाग लगेंगे, in difference of opinion, it creates a problem. So 2 से 3 is more than enough. But if you require, if the business requires that, so you can go for it. So the provision is given, you can take a maximum of 50 members. Next is how we will share your profit and losses. As I told you, if partnership deed is absent, okay, if partnership agreement is not there, then profit and losses is to be divided equally between the partner. 2 partner रहेंगे तो half half, 3 partner रहेंगे तो 1/3 1/3 1/3, 4 partner रहेंगे तो 1/4 1/4 1/4. Okay, so कुछ नहीं होगा तो equally divide होगा, और अगर कुछ और रेशियो में करना है तो it should be mentioned in that partnership deed. Okay, partnership deed में वो mention होना चाहिए कि how to share the profit and losses. The major drawback of partnership is unlimited liability. Now what do you mean by unlimited liability, students? कि if I am doing a certain kind of business and I am not able to pay my expenses of the business, then I have to sell out my personal property. मेरा घर गाड़ी वगैरह सब मुझे बेचना होगा, and I have to pay the business debts, business liabilities, because my liability is unlimited. This is the major drawback of partnership form of business. So every businessman, every partnership form of business always are afraid of this type of liability. Only the minor have a limited liability, whereas the major partners have the unlimited liability. So their personal properties are also attached to the business. So as and when the need arises, if they can't pay, their personal property will be sold out to pay off the liabilities of the business. Okay. Next comes the dissolution. The partners can dissolve the business. As I told you, one of the topic is there. We'll be learning that. So they can dissolve the business. Okay. If the business is not working proper, if there are losses, if there are indifference of opinion, the partners have an equal right. They can dissolve the business. They can close down the business. Secondly is the relationship between the partners. Now every partner is a joint owner in the business, okay, of all the properties also. Of course that property can't be used for his personal satisfaction, okay, it is used from the business point of view. Every partner is a principal and agent. Is in principal to outsiders and agent to the other partner. He can work as a boss as well as like a servant, like an employee to the other partner also. So they have their jointly liabilities together. So these are some important features of partnership. Now as I told you, if the partnership deed is not there, okay, then Partnership Act 1932 applies it. Now what is there in partnership deed? As I told you, the name of the partner, the name of the partnership firm, their addresses, okay, their liabilities, what are their assets, what are their profit sharing ratios, okay, how the profit is to be distributed, does the partner is eligible for any kind of salary, any interest on capital is to be given, any interest on drawing to be given, any other additional points are to be considered. Everything should be there in partnership deed, but that deed, if it is absent, then Partnership Act 1932 applies, which says that the profit should be distributed equally. No interest on capital will be allowed to the partners. Interest on drawing, if nothing is said, it is always calculated on an average basis of 6 months. Always remember, 6 months. Okay, interest on drawing. If partner has given an additional amount to the business over and above his capital, okay, that is partner has given a loan to the business, then he is eligible for an interest at the rate 6% per annum. Again, it is 6% per annum. No salary, no additional commission will be given to the partner if nothing is mentioned in the question. Okay. Every partner has a right to bring certain new partner into a business, okay, by confirming with the taking concern of the other partners. Okay, if they are willing, yes, they can go with bringing in the new partner if he is bringing some additional skills or capital to the business which is helpful to the business, advantage to the business. So yes, they can do that. So these are the things which are covered under the Partnership Act 1932, students. Next comes is very important of what we say method of capital. Okay, how the capital account is prepared. Now there are two methods of preparing capital account. Okay, the first method we have done in 11th standard, that is fluctuating capital method. Fluctuating capital method, and the new method which we will be learning in 12th standard is fixed capital method. Now what is the difference between a fluctuating capital method and fixed capital method, students? Fluctuating, what we have done in 11th standard. Okay, last में जो भी profit and loss which we are getting from P&L account, what we were doing, profit आता तो capital में add करते थे और loss आता तो capital से क्या करते थे, minus करते थे. Same in fluctuating. Any profit loss arising from profit and loss account, distribute to the partners in their profit sharing ratio and add if it's profit to the capital and deduct if it's loss. Okay. So finally the capital goes on changing. Na? Initially it was 5 lakh, when profit loss है plus minus y, it will go on changing. So it is what we call as fluctuating. Capital fluctuates. Whereas fixed capital means what? Fixed capital, under fixed capital, here you have to prepare only one account, that is capital account. Okay. Whereas in fixed capital method you will prepare capital account as well as you prepare one more account, that is what we call as current account. We call as current account, capital account and current account. And here all the changes are to be done in current account. मतलब whatever profit and loss which arises from profit and loss account is to be recorded in current account. If it's a profit, it should be added to the current account. If it's a loss, it should be deducted from current account. Nothing is to be recorded in capital account unless until if new capital comes into the business or capital is withdrawn by the partners. Then only capital will change. So here it means capital is fixed. मतलब इनिशियली जब चालू किया था 5 लाख रुपए लाया था, 2 साल बाद अगर कुछ नहीं हुआ तो वो 5 लाख ही दिखाई देगा इन दी बुक्स. The changes will be done where in the current account. All profit and losses will be changed in the current account. Students, capital account में कुछ भी change नहीं करना है. So that is the major difference. So whenever in the question we have to see whether they are following fluctuating capital method or fixed capital method, and accordingly we have to prepare the account. Now the question comes into your mind, sir हमको कैसे पता चलेगा? Students, they will mention in the question कि company follows fixed capital method or fluctuating capital method, or else अगर वो भी नहीं बोला है, so trial balance में you will see current account. Whenever you see current account in the trial balance, it means company is following fixed capital method, so that we also have to prepare what? These two more accounts along with trading P&L and balance sheet. तो ये account हमको prepare करना होगा. या mostly if you don't prepare capital account, it is okay with that. You can prepare only current account. मतलब ट्रेडिंग P&L current account and then the balance sheet comes. Okay, so we will prepare current account and all the changes will be done in current account. तो जो भी कैपिटल में हम प्लस माइनस करते थे, अब वो सब चीजें हम किधर करेंगे? करंट अकाउंट में करेंगे, नॉट इन द कैपिटल अकाउंट. इज दैट क्लियर टू यू स्टूडेंट्स? So this is how it is to be recorded. So this is something new which you haven't done in 11th standard. So slowly gradually 3-4 क्वेश्चन के बाद ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन आएगा जब मैं वापस आपको पूछूंगा. I hope so you will remember this. So whenever you see current account in a trial balance, it means company follow fixed capital method and you have to prepare current account also. And all the adjustment which you are doing in capital, now you have to do in the current account. बाकी everything is the same, वैसे ही हमको करना है. Is that clear? So this is the basic theory of partnership final account. If you are very much clear with this, so सीधा we can start with the question. As I told you, have a look on that book in the PDF file. All the theory which I have explained you, just read that once. Okay. If you have any doubts, mark it, write on the paper, jot down on the paper, ask me your queries. Okay. Go through the specimens of trading, P&L account, balance sheet. Okay. The adjustments which are given, then adjustment to slowly gradually when it comes in the question, I will be explaining you the to-do effects. Okay. You can, when you want to revise, it's given there in the book. मतलब at a glance, if you want to go through everything at the time of exams, तो हर चीज बुक में दिया हो. तो अभी when you are free, my suggestion is go through the entire book, entire syllabus क्या क्या दिए है बुक में, objectives दिए हुए, by heart the objectives because it takes time for by hearting it. Answers are given at the last page of the book PDF file. Okay, सब answers दिए, fill in the blank objective. Once I will complete the chapter, I will be giving a test because in 12th standard students, I take more tests because that is very very important because as I told you 10 chapter एक साथ आएंगे तो वो एक साथ याद नहीं होंगे. तो टॉपिक बाय टॉपिक आई विल बी टेकिंग द टेस्ट. ओके, यू हैव टू अटेंड द टेस्ट एंड प्रॉपर्ली यू हैव टू कम आउट विद गुड मार्क्स. फॉर दैट यू रिक्वायर प्रैक्टिस. फिर ओवरनाइट नहीं होगा, कल एग्जाम में रात में बुक खोलोगे तो इट वुड बी डिफिकल्ट. सो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स वगैरह गो थ्रू करो स्टूडेंट्स अच्छी तरीके से. आई बी asking you that objectives in the exam because topic by topic I will be giving test after once the chapters are done with us. So is that clear? So let us start with the question. In the next lecture we'll be starting with the questions which are there. If you see the book, there are 10 solved illustration and 10 unsolved illustration. मतलब 20 questions are given in the book itself. I'll be solving majority of the question, 15 to 18 questions I'll be solving and 2-3 questions I'll be giving you as a practice. So you have to practice that. In that, if you have any doubts, we'll be clearing that. So we will be completing all the questions which are given there in the book. Okay, fine students. So let's begin the question in the next lecture. Bye students.